Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in to another edition of the Big Man on Campus Sports Betting Podcast. It is May 28th, 2019. We are finishing up the month of May. Memorial Day weekend is past us, and we're back with another show as we delve into June. We get closer and closer to football. That's kind of the common excitement now. As we kind of finish up the NBA season, we're going to get knees deep into baseball, and you're going to start seeing those previews come out for college football, the NFL. So it's an exciting time, always something to look forward to in our business. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a good Memorial Day. Memorial Day was a nice holiday, nothing really expected of you. You have a nice cookout, you see some of your family. And you know what also is very good about Memorial Day? Nothing is closed completely. Stores are open. You could still kind of live your life. You need to hit the store, you can do it. It's not one of those holidays where everything is closed. And look, it is the unofficial start to summer. So, obviously, like I said last week, Memorial Day makes it okay to go to the shore now whenever you want. So that's what we do here on the East Coast. I'll actually be going to the shore on Friday. I'll be there for a while. So whenever I do videos in the future, after Friday, you'll see me down in new digs, different digs. So I don't know where I'll do the show. Maybe I'll do the show outside once. I'll go on my porch. I'll have the ocean in the background. We'll do something. We'll figure it out. But hope you're having a great Tuesday. You're back to work, doing whatever you're doing. There's money to be made tonight. We'll get to it. We'll get over a couple games here. I actually finished out the week winning. I went 5-2 last week on my premium selection, so it was a nice week. Been on a pretty good run with baseball, so we'll look back to get at it today. I do have one premium selection, but we'll go through the best of the best that didn't make the card, but I think they're still worth maybe a half a unit. Feel free to interact in the chat. Join in and say hello. Did you get a haircut? No, I didn't get a haircut. Every time I put my hair in a different way, I answer the same question time and time again. I don't have a haircut. My hair's just not spiked. Sometimes I put it down. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it. So I can wear it down. I can wear it spiked. It really doesn't matter. I guess I feel the need to address that question every time it comes. I think that's one thing about content that I find to be one common theme. I've noticed everyone on the internet, whether you or a bettor or you're just passing through, whatever, everyone has so much to say about other people's haircuts. And a haircut is very regional. I think certain people have certain haircuts, certain places where you wouldn't have them anywhere else. Like, for instance, you might have, a haircut in Philadelphia that if you were in Iowa, you might not understand, or you might have a haircut in the South that maybe somewhere in New Jersey you don't understand. There are haircuts that are, kind of prototype to where you are. And I think for me, I wear my hair spiked. That's kind of something I've always done. So, that's a fairly Northeastern haircut, putting gel in your hair, that kind of thing. I know kids in South Philadelphia that have a bowl cut. That's very normal in South Philly. So, I think hair, we shouldn't be talking about hair a lot of them because sometimes hair is, cut a certain way in a certain area, and that's just how it is. So, until you get on camera and start talking about it and we see your hair, and I'm not directing this at this user, I'm just saying in general, maybe we should pull off the hair jokes, which this isn't really a hair joke, but either way. Okay, couple of games here tonight. As I said, please like the show. If you can retweet it on Twitter, that's always very helpful. Guys, as I said, this is probably going to be the last week that I do full shows. There's just not a huge need to do them every single day. I might do some sort of like 5 or 6 minute show every day where I throw out a free pick or two. But, again, I really kind of keep these shows kind of at an hour, really to kind of appease, the 50 to 100 people we have in here on a regular basis that watch these shows fully. Again, I have a life too. I got to start kind of making moves for down the road and for football and, some new opportunities that are going to present themselves. And, look, at the end of the day, I hate to say this, but I don't get paid to do this show. I mean, it's I have to sit here, and go over all this stuff. And, a lot of people are not, it was great during the March season where, people were supporting the sponsors that we had. People were, kind of helping out. Unfortunately, there's just not, look, I only have about 3,500 subscribers. I'm not making enough of videos to do these. And look, to be honest, I don't work for a company that's paying me for content right now. So, I have to start looking at other ways to kind of grow my business. Football's going to be coming. I'm going to have to take other opportunities. I'm not saying that you're not going to ever see me on here on Periscope, but the truth of the matter is I don't make any money off doing these videos on this channel. The money that I made off of this channel was through, having sponsors with a bookmaker or something like that. And, unfortunately anymore, a lot of people aren't supporting those. So, I'm going to cut back and kind of look, to do other things with, networks and with another, interface. Plus, if you've been following me, you know that I'm working on something else. So I will probably say this is probably going to be the last week of at least hour-long videos. I just can't keep doing it. I could spend my time doing other things that, can really broaden what I'm doing. And, it's just something that I have to do. So this will probably be the last week for full-length videos. But let's get into some baseball here. And we'll start out with, where are we going to start out with? Pirates and Reds here. Let me fix my camera. It's a little low. Pirates and Reds from Cincinnati tonight. Look, I like Lyles. I'm going to make that very clear. I like Jordan Lyles. I backed him a few times this year. I didn't back him last start, but he got beaten up. Didn't pitch well. Gave up. It was actually fairly clean for most of his start, but I believe in the sixth inning, he gave up 6 runs. Didn't have a good inning. And look, I mean, you're not always going to throw the ball unbelievably. You're going to have a bad start. You wonder, has regression maybe come to Jordan Lyles? He has had a very good season up until his last start, but the proof is in the pudding with him. He's got an ERA under 3. His whip is very good. They're 8-1 in his starts this year, the Pirates. And, look, they've had a lot of success recently against the Reds. They've won 6 of the last 7 against Cincinnati. And you're looking for Jordan Lyles. Opponents hitting 165 from the right-hand side for Jordan Lyles. So, really good numbers for him against right-handed hitters. You also look at the fact that tonight Lucas Sims getting his major league start for the Reds. He has pitched before with Atlanta. But, I'm willing at this price. Jordan Lyles has been real good on the road. He's had good numbers all season. I'm willing to think that start was just one of those outlier starts. He didn't pitch well in 1 inning, and it got to him. The problem with this Reds team right now is they're on fire offensively. You look at last 8 games, they've scored 50 runs. They're scoring about 6 runs a game over the last 8 games. So they're doing a nice job. Look, this is not a huge play for me, but I believe in Lyles. I'm willing to give him 1 or 2 more opportunities here to get back on the horse. It was only really 1 inning. Let's make that clear. He's had 1 bad inning over his 9 starts. So, look, it's going to happen. It's not going to be all, peaches and cream. So, for me, I'm willing to think that at this price, the Pirates are worth a look. You can get them around even money. I think they're worth a shot here. Alex Wander, thanks for watching. Coach, thanks for watching. What's my prediction of the Niners this year? I got to be honest, man. I have not looked fully at NFL this year. They'll be better. They get Garoppolo back. I'm just kind of getting into NFL. It's much too early. Just kind of coming off the draft and that kind of thing. Thanks for watching, champ. If you're out there, please say hello in the chat box. Let us know you're in here. I do appreciate that. And if you're on Twitter, please retweet the show. All right, let's keep it moving here. Yankees and Padres. I was on this game yesterday. I thought I had a nice spot for the Padres in the first 5 innings. I had kind of a good pitching matchup. I liked where I was headed with that. And I was getting Chad Green. Thought I'd get Chad Green for an inning or 2. Then we get David Hale. Very feeble attempts, though, by the Padres. Did not do much of anything from the plate yesterday, and that was definitely hard to watch. You look at the Yankees tonight, going with Tanaka, Lauer for the Padres. Look, hard to not like the Yankees here. You look at Lauer, he's really struggled on the road. He's getting ERA over 8 on the road this year. His whip is over 1.5. all 4 of those starts have gone over. He's gotten beaten up. And what makes it even more concerning here is he's facing the Yankees. It's a road game. And you look at Lauer, his latest 2 games, he's thrown over 100 pitches in both. This could be an early call to the bullpen for the San Diego Padres. I think the Yankees can jump on them early this year or early in this game. And what I like about the Yankees is there are a team that I'm willing to back full game. They have a good bullpen. They're usually a team that can kind of tie things down. Should get a good game here out of Tanaka. He's been very good this year. Last 5 starts, he's got an ERA just above 2. Look at his last 19 innings, 2 earned runs for Tanaka. He's pitching at a very high level this year. And as a Yankee fan, that's good to see. Tanaka's kind of had his lumps as a starter over the last couple of years. But you look at 58 strikeouts in 64 innings. He's been a good road pitcher. I've liked everything I've seen out of him. He's at home tonight, and he's fared well in Yankee Stadium. I'm willing to lay the run line here. I don't love run lines with home teams, but I'm willing to think they should get to Lauer here. He's really struggled. A lot of the big bats in limited plate appearances don't hit Tanaka overly well. I could see a game similar to yesterday, kind of like a 5-2, maybe a 6-3 type of game. Yankees should do some good things tonight, but I like the double-edged sword. I'm getting a good Yankee lineup against Lauer, and I'm getting a guy in Tanaka who has been terrific against an overall pretty feeble lineup. Gas station sushi. I like your toupee. Well, it's actually my real hair. I thought I blocked him, but all good. Thanks for watching. Either way, appreciate you joining us. Again, a fucking hair connoisseur. Most of these fucking clowns we never see on tape anyway. But hey, I thank you for watching, bro. Thanks for giving us the view. You're always in here. So, hey, must be doing something right? Let's keep it moving here. So, yeah, definitely interested in that Yankee run line tonight for sure. Rockies, Arizona. This should be a high-scoring game, I'd imagine. Colorado murdering the ball lately. Arizona always good from a lineup perspective. And, I worried tonight about Santatelli. He's not pitched well. Merrill Kelly really hasn't pitched well either. Kelly, opponents hitting 312 against him on the road this year. Total's high here, though, 12. It is Coors. These bullpens blow. There's nothing a lot to like. But anytime you get a total above 11.5, you're going to need a lot to go your way. You need an 8-7 type of game. You need an 11-7 type of game. You need a high-scoring game here, obviously. But these are definitely the pitchers to do it. These are definitely the pens to do it. And there's a lot to really like here. I do know, I think from what I've saw, there is some bad weather out there. So obviously keep that, in the back of your head. You just want to take a look at Arizona was brutal yesterday from a betting perspective. If you had Arizona yesterday, brutal. I mean, they had really controlled the entire game. Game gets tied in about the 7th inning. In the 10th inning, the Diamondbacks had a runner on third, no outs, and they don't score him. There's nothing more irritating in sports than that. So I definitely feel for you on that one. And yet another hair comment. I'm not even gonna fucking talk about hair anymore. I'm so sick of addressing why my hair is done a certain way. I mean, maybe you know what I recommend you guys do. If you all have a girlfriend, a wife, go to her, talk to her about her hair. Tell her how great her hair looks. All of you men are just constantly commenting on other men's hair. It's really odd, really odd. And look, I know many of you are just trying to get a rise. I mean, you're trying to be fucking funny, but it's not funny, really. I don't understand. It's kind of like the way people dress. I mean, some people dress differently in other places. I mean, the way I do things is differently than the way you do things. There's so many quick people to judge because the way someone's hair looks. Give me a fucking break. Go fucking, tell your woman how great her hair looks. So many men coming on other men's hair. It's very odd. Very odd. I don't understand it. There's a lot of people and things that I understand. I guess I understand. Like, look, if you don't like sci-fi, I can understand why you would rag on it. But like, I don't understand like why people rag on other people's haircuts. Like, I will say this: like, I have people I don't like in this business, but like, I wouldn't think the first thing I would do is address their hair. That would definitely be kind of like the last thing. Whatever a man looks like, I mean, I wouldn't that wouldn't really be something I would like overly like make fun of. I'd really just kind of make fun of like the kind of person they are. Whatever. Okay, I guess it takes a lot of different people for the world to go around. Um, it's definitely odd. That's all I'll say. All right, let's go through one or two more here. Dodgers and Mets. Another interesting one here. Dodgers. Look, I feel like if you back this team, look, you're generally going to have to bet on the run line. There's not a ton of. I mean, you're laying big numbers every time this Dodger team plays, and for good reason. This team is really good. I mean, they're an elite baseball team. Get another home team here, though, laying a run and a half where you can grab that around even money. Mats against Rich Hill. Again, a lot of pitchers tonight with bad road numbers. Add Steven Matz to that list. Steven Matz has not been good on the road at all. He's got an ERA over one or a whip over 1.5. Opponents on the road are hitting 304 against Steven Matz. You look at left-handers this year as well. Left-handers hitting 385 off of Steven Matz. Let me say that again. Left-handers are hitting 385 off Steven Matz. This is not a good bullpen either. And you look at this Dodger lineup. They are going to be loaded with lefties tonight. Bellinger, Muncy, Seager, Jock Peterson, Alex Verdugo, all these guys, left-handed hitters. Steven Matz just, look, hasn't pitched well on the road, and lefties have destroyed him. Throw in a bad bullpen, and you have a pretty nice spot here for a really nice team total over with a Dodgers team that's been murdering the ball lately. This is your free play of the day here on the video. I would definitely throw a half unit on this one. Dodgers team total over 4.5. Don't hate the run line either. You can get it at even money. You don't have to lay any juice on it. I like this spot. This Dodger team's rolling. In the case you don't want to lay a run line with the team at home, I get that. 4.5 seems really feasible here. With the way this Dodger team's hitting and with the plethora of lefties they have. I really like this spot for the Dodgers. First 5 -0.5. Again, probably not a play I love, but I definitely like the team total over. That's a really nice play. White Sox run line with Giolito. Yeah, I'm not running to bet that. Giolito's been really good, but at some point, and I'm going to tell you, I haven't had a lot of luck with this Royals group. It seems like every time I bet against them, they have like a career game. Nothing seems to really go the way I want it to. So, yeah, I don't have much opinion on betting Royals games right now. I guess if I had to play it, I would lean with Giolito, but it won't be getting any of my money. Tigers Orioles. You get Matt Boyd as a favorite. I feel like if you bet this game though. You got to look Boyd. I know that the Detroit Tigers are a bad team, but it feels like things go pretty well when Boyd's out there. Boyd's had a really solid season. But, again, if I'm betting the Tigers or the Orioles, I got to be getting some good plus money back, and I'm not getting that here with these teams. If you have any other baseball questions, feel free to send them in. Those are kind of some of the games that I had my eye on tonight. What we'll do, we'll kind of go over some things here, and then we'll play. We'll maybe play a game or something. I don't know. As I said, this will be the last week of full hour shows. Really, just going to kind of do 5-minute things every day. Throw out a free pick or two, and kind of just kind of move on with it. We'll be down at the shore, as I said, starting Friday. So I'm looking forward to that. Going up to New York next week as well. So that'll be fun. Obviously, trying to make my dreams come true, as they say. So we'll keep everybody updated on that. So definitely some cool things coming up. I got to go down to the mailbox. Where I live, we don't have our mailboxes outside our house. I live in a building, so I have to go down to get the mail. I got to see if my couple of my magazines came. I I have some good college football magazines coming. I've done my work for college football kind of on my own, but it's always good to add on the Athlon magazine. I'm definitely a big fan of Athlon magazines. Do you have anything on Milwaukee, Minnesota? That's actually a premium selection today, that game. So we're going to play a game here in just a little bit. If you stump me, you'll get that play. Any thoughts on the Atlanta game? No, Atlanta's another team I've had absolutely no success with. I'm totally not interested in Atlanta. However, I do kind of like them here. I'm just not really interested in the Nationals. Bullpen is just unbackable. I don't know. As I said, I think you kind of have one or two or three teams that you just don't have much success with. I try to not have that way of thinking just because you got to be kind of willing to go back to the well with certain teams. But I just don't have much success with the Atlanta Braves. I can't ever seem to figure them out. But their pitching has been fantastic lately. Opponents hitting 181 against Atlanta over the last 7 games. So they've had some really good pitching. And obviously Max Fried's a guy that you have to feel good about. But yeah, didn't have much on that game. What else do we have here? Any plans at the shore? Yeah, I have all sorts of plans. I'll be over, obviously, at Tropicana Ocean Resort every night. A lot of poker. I'll be watching the finals over there. I got a couple good friends coming down from New York that I'll be seeing. Go out, go to Memories, which is a place I go on the weekends. Obviously jet skiing. I jet ski generally every day. It's actually quite cool now because I've always been kind of every time I've went to the shore of the last few years, I've had to basically work around SBR. I would film a video at 2 and at whatever. So I haven't really had days to kind of myself there where I'm truly on like a vacation where I just kind of do what I want to do. But yeah, look, I'm a routine guy. I'm not sure if many people know that. I have routine every day when I'm at home and then when I'm at the shore. I have a routine every day at the shore. I wake up, I throw some water on my face, I put my clothes on. I walk to a breakfast spot near my house. I get usually a newspaper, some fruit and some kind of eggs of some sort. Come to my house, I eat. Then I actually try to take a bike ride. I'm trying to get back to the fitness. I'm really trying to get back to working out a ton. I'm kind of in kind of a zone right now with that. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm really trying to focus on that. So, I have a lot of routines down there. I come back, I do some work till about 1 or 2. I do errands that I have to do, so go to the mall or go wash my car or kind of just go over wherever, and then I go out in the jet ski 3-4 o'clock till 6 or 7, come home, have some dinner, and then I go to Atlantic City at night. So I have a pretty good routine there. It's mostly just doing what I want to do. So that's the great thing about being at the shore. There's really no sense of time. So, you want to come home at 2-3 o'clock. You want to leave the casino at 3:30, 4, whatever, you do it. There's no clock. The problem is with an SBR, when I was doing stuff with SBR, I had to adhere to a schedule. I had to do a show at 10 a.m. and then I had to come back and do generally like a soccer video at 2:30. So there was a lot of kind of interplay between what I could and couldn't do. Like my dad might want to go, take the jet skis for like a long trip, and I can't necessarily go because I had to do stuff for SBR. So it'll be definitely cool to be a little bit more open to what I can do. If I want to go play poker during the day, I can. One good thing about Atlantic City is Borgata has really good daily tournaments, all sorts of stuff. So you could do all sorts of stuff down there. Plus, it's going to be sweet at Atlantic City now because every single casino has a big room to watch games in. So I can watch. I'll be watching all the finals games. We got the Champions League on Saturday, so I'll probably be on Saturday. I'll be over at Ocean Resort probably all day. So yeah, should be a good time. Always like being at the shore. Do I have anything on Tampa? Yeah, I'd be interested in Tampa. I'm always interested in Tampa. Odubel Herrera arrested. Yeah, Odubel Herrera's gone. So Odubel Herrera is good riddance. See you later. Someone's asking if I'm grilling. I don't grill. I'm not a griller. My dad grills. I'm not a griller. But my parents are actually leaving the day I come, so they won't be there. They might be there towards the end. Any Europa League thoughts? Yeah, I like Chelsea. Very interested in Chelsea Football Club. I just think there are too many things going on at Arsenal. Defensive, I think they're bad. Um, I just think Chelsea's a better team. I think both teams are scorers an absolute moral. I think both teams find the back of the net. But I'll be honest, I would take a real shot with Chelsea 2-1. I think that score prediction could definitely come in. I think Lacazette will score for Arsenal. As far as Chelsea, I think Higuain will have a big day. Connecticut will destroy the Fever tonight in WNBA. Okay, well, there you go. Connecticut in the WNBA. Also, keep in mind next week, Euro qualifiers will be out. I'll be spending a lot of time with those on the channel, so I'll be previewing them every day. And we can talk. Those. I'll have plenty of free picks out for that. Thank you, Russ. Appreciate it. Are you and Gabe good? Yeah. Why wouldn't we be? Brian Rowe, you got to realize, I'm not sure, and for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, the other night, obviously the Raptors won the Eastern Conference Finals. I went on Gabe's Patreon, and we got into it, him and I. We had a little shouting match back and forth. We got into some things with, some comments that we both made to each other. Gabe had something to drink, which, look, Gabe knows this. I respect him a ton. I think he's one of the few people in this business that generally loves it. He apologized, and that was very cool of him. I actually might be working with Gabe coming up here pretty soon. So that's something you can look out for. I'm working with him and with Fantasy about something right now. We'll see if it ends up working out. We had a little bit of a shouting match. Most of you won't see it because you have to pay to view it. But he said some things about me. I said some things about him. He had a little too much to drink. He knows that. But that's Gabe. It's his show. He has some fun with it. And no, I don't take it literally. Gabe is one of those people that I know well, and I don't take a lot of the stuff he says to heart because I know deep down he is very passionate about the Raptors, and I was at times being a prick. I'll admit it. I do it to troll them. Really, I'm having some fun. So, but yeah, no, Gabe's more than willing to say things to me that I wouldn't get mad about, that I would get mad about that other people say to me. If Gabe comes in and says, I'm better than you at NBA betting, I'd say, okay, well, that might be true. But I respect him. He respects me. So yeah, of course. I'm actually going on a show at 6:09. So maybe we'll get into it again. Doubtful though, because Gabe doesn't really get into it with me very often. What else do we have here? Big Man is doing well in baseball. If you're not on his premium plays, I've been very happy with the service. Well, thank you, Russ. That's very nice of you. Yeah, look, if you guys are willing and want to come aboard, I'd love to have you. We have a new month starting June 1st. You can join the premium selections. They've been very good. I'm up about 6.5 units over the last month. Also, most of my Europe or my Champions League, my qualifiers, all that kind of stuff, that will be sent to those guys. So if you want all that stuff, I'd love to have you. Join me. You can email me, bmocsports@gmail.com. We'll get you on board. And we'll try to take all this through together. So, if you're interested, I'd love to have you. Thank you, Lance. Now everybody's coming in and very happy with my haircut. All right, guys, let's play the game. If you guys stump me right now, you will get my premium play tonight. Country Capital game. We will skip ones that we've already done. So feel free to shove those through right now. If you're new here and you haven't played before, people try to stump me. I'm very good with countries and capitals. Give me the country. I'll give you the capital. It's very simple. It's very easy to play along at home if you want to. The capital of Tajikistan. Capital of Tajikistan is Dushanbe, which we've already done before. I've talked about the stands many times. I've went over them many times, and I don't feel that they're needed. Tajikistan is very close to Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan and all those different ones. What's next here? Mali. Actually, fun fact about Mali: they're landlocked. They don't face any oceans. They're in West Africa. They're south of Algeria, very close to Mauritania, Niger, Burkina Faso. The capital of Mali. Bamako, I believe. Bamako. Big country. Actually, surprisingly big. Many people don't know how big Mali is. Do I watch Jeopardy? Yes. Not every night, but yeah, I occasionally watch Jeopardy, yes. What's the capital of St. Lucia? St. Lucia is a Caribbean island. Very nice, beautiful place. That's tough. It's French owned. I don't believe it's a recognized country. It might be, though, at this point. That's tough. I mean, I know Castries is a big city in St. Lucia. So I'll guess Castries. I'm not sure. Could be one of they have many bays and stuff. So I don't know. It could be one of those two. That's a tough one. And Mike always gets in my way. What else do we have here? All right. The capital of Guyana, Georgetown. That's one we went over already. Mauritania. Fuck, man. That's actually very close to Mali. You know what? It starts with an N. I know that. I don't know, man. Nashakat or something like that. Nashakchot, something like that. By the way, fun fact about Mauritania: it's an Islamic republic, very Muslim in Mauritania. Not a lot of people know that. All right, Nauru we've already done. Chad. That's a really good question. Chad's actually quite big. I have to think about that for a real second. I know their flag is red, yellow, and blue. Chad also landlocked. Fuck, man. I know it because it's such a big country. It's close to Libya and Sudan. Listen, this is a guess. This is purely a guess. Jamana. What country eats crocodiles? Is it the Philippines? Look, I got to be honest, man. I'm not big with cuisine. I don't know what most countries eat and what they don't. So yeah, I'm not sure. Honduras, Tegucigalpa. I'm not good with that country's name, but it's Tegucigalpa or something like that. I know what it is. It's tough to pronounce. What else do we have here? Eritrea. It's interesting. I actually know that because I actually have a friend of mine that's Eritrean. The capital of Eritrea is Asmara. Another very nice country, facing Yemen and the Middle East. All right, Venezuela, Caracas. That's an easy one, man. Come on. If you don't know, look, most people should know the capital of Venezuela. It's in the news enough. The capital of Andorra is Andorra La Vella. believe is that capital. Capital of Florida, Tallahassee. Over under 1.5 bombs for me tonight in my softball game. I'll go over. Look, if you can't hit a home run in softball, you shouldn't be playing. You know, you shouldn't be playing. I'll say over. I'll say you hit a home run every time you get up. What else do we have here? Yeah, so no one has stumped me so far. We will be wrapping it up here in just a few minutes. I got to put some wash in the dryer. I got to take a quick pee break, and then I got to do the Gabe show at 6. So won't be on too much longer here. Tonight, definitely like the Pirates. Free play is surely going to be the Dodgers team total over 4.5. Definitely a very fair number there. And, you know, the one thing that kind of sucks about premium plays, this would probably be a premium play, but my fucking thing that I pay for to track my plays doesn't have team totals. So I'm not going to send that out because not everyone can get it, and it's not being able to be tracked. So that definitely sucks. That's one shitty thing about tracking plays. You know, for all you people that want to say, if you're not tracked, you're not fucking doing it right, keep in mind, you can't bet team totals on a lot of these trackers. So definitely sucks. What's the capital? Missouri? Missouri or Jefferson City? What else do we have? Capital of the Solomon Islands. We've done the Solomon Islands. That was done, I believe, the first time we did this. What's the capital of Tasmania? Tasmania is very isolated. It's off the south coast of Australia. Hobart is the capital of Tasmania. That's one I definitely know. I've definitely been looking into Oceania recently. Did Moses Malone intentionally miss layups to increase his rebound? No, I don't think he did. Stu Potter, thanks for watching. Tom, Joe, Savage, RT Collin, Doug, Brian Rowe, Kevin Berg, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I also, guys, over the next day or two, I will put out the list of players that are coming back to college. There's a very long list. Tomorrow is actually the last day to come back to school, so definitely look out for that. It's a good thing for any collection where you're studying for whatever. You're getting ready for the season next year. Knowing who's back, that's obviously the key. Knowing personnel is the big key. You have to know who's coming back to college, and there are a lot of players coming back. So make sure you check that list out. You obviously keep it for yourself, so you know who is coming back. Is Lamar Stevens coming back? Lamar Stevens is not decided as far as I know. Neither is Reggie Perry. So we'll see. We have to figure that out. Reggie Perry at Mississippi State, he's undecided. Lamar Stevens, a lot of guys undecided. I know today, Obi Toppin, he's coming back to Dayton. Keita is coming back to Utah State. There's been a lot recently. Diallo is coming back to Providence. Savion Flagg, he's coming back to A&M. Big get for Vermont, Anthony Lamb coming back. Jaron Cumberland coming back to Cincinnati. Grady and Goodmanson coming back to Davidson. So definitely a lot of guys coming back. We'll obviously have a plethora of those guys over the next 24 hours. So make sure you stay up to date with that stuff. You definitely want to know personnel and who's coming back. I recently saw A.J. Lawson coming back to South Carolina. That's per John Rothstein. And I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I put out that Hauser and the other Hauser would be committing to Virginia, Michigan State, and how about that? They are. No, I'm only kidding. I actually saw that on Twitter a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. Caleb Wesson, he's coming back to Ohio State. Nick Claxton, he is moving on, so he will not be coming back. I have a whole list for it, so make sure you know that. I wish it were October already. That'll be here before we know it. So don't wish your life away. What's the capital of El Salvador? San Salvador. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the show. No one stumped me today. Sorry. You all have a great night. Free play tonight is the Dodgers team total over 4.5. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you join me for that. If you want to listen, coming up at 6:09, I'll be on with Gabe Morency and Cam Stewart on Fantasy Sports Network. Make sure you listen in for that. Have a great night. Bye-bye.